Ga9a ball review, and let's get started. So right here he's playing against like a Winston Zarya comp, and like his goal here is really not to like initiate first. He doesn't want to be the one engaging first usually. Like what he wants to do is he wants to, in the poke phase, help his Zen poke better by distracting the enemy backline, and also at the same time he wants to be looking to mark Sparkle if possible, mark Fearless if he's out of position. And like he just wants to not only use the Zen Discord, but also help his Zen like just keep poking out the enemy. Sombra's also gonna be like poking as well, so he wants to also like help his Sombra by, if the Sombra's being pressured, then he might want to like clear space a bit. He might want to hold the space a bit, and yeah. But like he just wants to play like defensively, not passively, defensively. And like how you play defensive is like by poking the enemy from an annoying angle, so that they have to like initiate at a uncomfortable time if they want to like get rid of you, or they have to focus you, which is bad because like you're gonna use all your resources for a ball, seriously. Okay, so he sees Sparkle shooting him. I think right here he should like be trying to meet Sparkle there. Okay, so he sees Fearless in the back line, but this is really just like something for Hanbin like to farm energy, so I don't think he needs to necessarily try to boop Fearless in because, well, sure, maybe like Fearless might die if he gets booped out of bubble, and this does kind of force out his bubble, so I guess it's fine, but like I think his bubble would be forced out anyways because like, you know, Late Young's just gonna fly in and threaten bursting his non-arm HP down. So I don't think Ga9a has to necessarily do this. What I think could be done is Ga9a could be trying to focus on like trying to get Sparkle away from the fight. So Ga9a should be marking Sparkle here. Or like he goes here, but instead of like going on Fearless, he tries to like annoy like maybe Hanbin a bit or poke out Doha a bit. It's not gonna be significant, but if it forces out an armor pack, then all the better. But I think he shouldn't really be. Well, this is fine. This is fine. I'm not complaining about this decision, but like probably not going to do that much. And he used grapple to do that, so now he's in a kind of really sticky situation. Oh, he almost dies. He almost dies. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of that, actually. Because, Fearless isn't really initiating right now. Fearless is just going in and trying to farm energy for Hanbin. Right here, better decision might have even been to try to help poke out the backline with Jinmu. Like, you're not going to kill the backline. It's Ga9a, but... And Brig's just going to peel. But, you are at least going to force Ga9a to use packs, which is critical in this fight. And you're going to force maybe Fielder to use his, like, abilities. Like, he's using sleep, but... in any case, like, it would kind of force Fuel's frontline to kind of do something about it eventually. So, or like it would force Sparkle to peel, which would give him up his position. So I think Ga9a should not have like, you know, actually like went for this counter dive. He should have just like kept poking, because this isn't like a dive. This is like more of like a, I'm going to farm energy, and he almost dies because of it. Good, taking health packs. Takes another health pack. And he takes one more, so he's not relying on his Brig or Zen for heals, which is good. Okay, so now he's poking out Hanbin a bit. He's kind of annoying them. Fearless is going up, but this is really just, hey, I'm going to clear the high ground. And I don't think there's a chance that Fearless doesn't even clear the high ground from this. Alright. So, yep, he's just, like, trying to annoy them. He's just trying to, like, draw attention away and allow Monk to peel better. Not to peel, to poke better. My bad.
Into the iris.
Okay. Now, that being said, he's kind of giving up his position here. But oh, there's a big opportunity that he's missing. He should be like trying to poke out Sparkle a bit. And the thing is, you're not going to kill Sparkle probably. Like Monk should also kind of try to get Sparkle if possible, Discord him, and try to force him back to his team. But right here, I think Ga9a should be putting like a bit of pressure on Sparkle. And ideally, like, Leave as well. So Ga9a and Leave should be, like, putting pressure on Sparkle, force him to go back, so that one feel, like, engaged. They only have a Winston in the fight, and a Zarya that has to cross a long distance. So, like, after poking out Sparkle, Ga9a can use this flank. Feel will go and nano engage. But, like, Ga9a will be on a flank to perfectly intercept anyone who's trying to rotate into the fight. So, or, like, you can even try to pincer from behind and go for that counter dive. Right here, though, he's taking a lot of damage. Taking a lot of damage. Okay, they don't engage yet. No, I don't like that he's shooting Fearless. Like, sure, he's in an okay position to counter dive, but the thing is, okay, let me turn off these objective sounds. The thing is, like, right here, like, sure, he can engage, but he's kind of far from the fight. Like, far from, like, the backline. So, like, he's gonna take quite a bit of damage trying to even, like, counter dive. And also, there's no pressure being applied to Sparkle or Doha, so... And Leave, like, on this angle, but Ga9a isn't there to help him. Okay, let's see what Leave is doing. Leave takes the health pack. Ga9a and Leave should be here. Like, let your backline absorb the Nano Monkey engage. Well, in all likelihood, backline's dead, but, if you can, like, put a lot of pressure on the DPS, at least you can make it so their backline has no burst damage to really follow up on these kills. So, right here, like, he isn't really using the strengths of the ball that well compared to the Winston. And he's peeling for the Winston, but, like, Nano Winston is something you're not going to peel off with ball. It's hard to peel off Nano Winston with D.Va, even. So, let alone ball. Alright, so I just think the whole of Chengdu just played that really poorly. Okay. Let's get on the point. He does have EMP, though, so... He goes for the engage, boom, straightforward. Yeah, let's see. And, like... That was a nice rollout. Yep. There we go. Good. Good early EMP. Chasing Doha. Okay, now, like, without the EMP, like, he does have, like, both support ults. So, when you have both support ults and you can consider brawling into them, but the only problem is, like, they're gonna have ults as well, and you're inherently worse at brawling, so you might still just play, like, the passive and peel game. Peel off Sparkle, peel off Fearless, try to distract them a bit, until, like, Hunters have, like, quite a poke advantage, and then he can look to, engage. Okay, so... Jinmu's there. Oh, he's taking a lot of damage, shouldn't matter, though. He's right there, really, kind of the scout, probably. He's Sparkle on point. Sparkle goes for a Pulse Bomb. Oh, so he's going for, like, this engage again. Just, like... Going for an engage again. And I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of that. So, like, right here, let's take a look at this fight. What are the objectives to feel in this fight? So, right here, they have, Doha up here. They have Sparkle. And, Ga9a doesn't really have anything that he can brawl with. Because, sure, he has Tracer Sombra. Tracer Sombra... like, they have a Zarya, so maybe he's like, oh, they're not running D.Va. It might be a possibility for me to get, like, a pick on Ga9a, but right here, like, it's not... I don't think Leave is even necessarily ready for this. Well, actually he is. Actually he is. But, he gets stunned, whereas Jinmu, is Jinmu in a position? Not really. So, and finally, is there LOS of like the backline for the into this upper high ground? There isn't. So like I'm not a big fan of this. I would much prefer that like he maybe tried to get up here if possible. If not, it's okay. And then like he just played like the peel game, so he just played to like punish Doha. Now that being said, Doha's overextended here. So like actually, let me see. Was it to punish Doha for like feeding? Doha does have duplicate though, so that's why he's going for this risk. So it's not even that. It's not even that. Like maybe Saul, maybe like someone calmed out Doha, and like one of the ways to punish players for being split is by putting pressure on the backline so they can't help like the split player, and then like you have your off tank and backline focus the player who is being split. But like right here, I think you could like even if Doha didn't have like ult, if Doha didn't have ult, then a Discord plus a bit of focus will kill Doha. That's how you really. That's more of like a Winston thing where you jump in and like you have your off tank punish with a split. When you're running ball comp, like you want to use your Discord and your flankers more and your off tank as well to deal with it. You don't really want to engage just because like you want to punish a split. And he engages. At least he survives though. Like surviving is a given probably because he still has like that adaptive shield and they're all clumped up. The only problem is now there's nothing to punish the engage. So like fearless like peels this off a bit. Pops his bubble probably is that a good bubble? I don't think so. Okay. And then like he just peels off Ga9a. And then boom, goes for the thing, and there's nothing to really trade this out. And when like he could be like doing it now, and even though like the rally armor is gonna make it hard, at least he can slow down their progress. At least like the ball is like something that they'll shoot at. So like by like engaging so early, if he's like not able to counter dive this. With that being said, take a look. So he's trying to grapple in, grapple out. Sure. Guess his grapple stuck on something, and now he's on stall mode. Okay. See how he initiated the stall. Oh, it's like 2 ticks, he's just in panic mode. Never mind. Okay, I swear Field's still lose this. Oh, Ga9a dies. Shouldn't be significant though, but you never know. Yeah, 341. Good time bank for fuel. Okay, now, like, my impression there was that Ga9a kind of had some questionable engages there. There was a good EMP engage, second point, but the one after was just like, hey, I want to cheese the kill against a Brawly comp. They have double bubble, so I get why he might wanted to have done that. But the thing is, there's no backline LOS. And the thing is, more so is that, like, your Zen is, like, the main carry of this comp. Believe it or not. It's not Ball, it's not Tracer, it's not Sombra. I know it in the wrong order, but who cares? It's not Ball, Tracer, Sombra, it's Zen. The whole comp exists to pocket the Zen, basically, and protect the Zen, and to, like, use the Zen to win space and eventually look for a dive or counter dive. Usually the second. But, like, if your Zen isn't in the fight, if your Zen's, like, out of the fight, then like, well, it defeats the whole purpose of this. If your Zen dies, then that's bad. That's really bad. It means your comp can't really do much anymore. Except maybe go for, like, a cheese dive, but Zen is what, like, empowers this comp. Zen is, like, the powerhouse of this comp. Like, there ain't a cell without mitochondria. So, I don't know. Mitochondria, I don't know how to fuck you pronounce it. Okay, so right here, He's on the attack, and the goal of this attack is really to enable rotation. So, like, right here, Fuel are running, like, a Winston defense, and usually, like, you just hold, like, here. You just prevent players from rotating that easily. So, right here, Ga9a wants to, like, make a bit of space, distract them a bit, distract, and like, allow Monk to eventually apply the Discord, and once you do have like your Tracer Sombra on like a flank, then you will like force them out. You can't heal up Discord plus Ball Tracer Sombra damage. So like they're probably just going to. So they're gonna clear this angle. They're gonna clear this angle. So let's take a look. He gets hacked, but it doesn't really matter that much. Forces out Ga9a. That's big. That's big. 5v6. Oh, dude. Still winnable, though, as you can see. As you can see, like, he's making space. He's distracting the Fuel. He's making space for Monk to push up. And when Monk pushes up, eventually Monk will reach this corner. I'm not sure why... Does Late Young really have to be here? Why doesn't Late Young, like, position here? But... But like once a Discord's applied, once like Monk applies a Discord to someone, or even just damages someone normally, they're dead. They're dead, or they have to move out. So like now they're just making space. So this is how you make space as Ball. You don't just like say, "Oh my god, I'm just going to engage on the back line," quote unquote dive, because if you dive here, Hanbin's just gonna peel you off, and Ga9a, and you won't receive any help because while they're doing this, Fearless is just going to hold this angle and try to prevent you from just having your back line help you. So like right here he's playing it right. He's playing it right. He's clearing the left flank so his team can rotate in. Like he's doing a lot of damage to Hanbin. He's distracting the back line, not the back line, the front line of Fuel. Hey, let's take a look here. So right here they go for an engage. Now, maybe like Ga9a wants to, hey, use Pile Drive. Why do you use Pile Drive? Hey, let me see. Okay. So you wanted to confirm the elimination on Hanbin. Fine, but... Okay, now... Let's take a look. Now he doesn't have Pile Drive, though. That's the problem. And the thing is, if you don't have Pile Drive, then it means that, like, Feel have an opportunity to just engage without, being punished that hard. So, if anything, Ga9a wants to be in a position where like, at least he can have, like, some impact over the eventual engage by Feel, because Feel are going to engage. We've already seen them engage, but they have to engage if they want to win. They don't just want to get poked out. So, like, right here, he uses Adaptive Shield. I'm not a big fan. But, instead of trying to peel this off... Well, I mean, the divers are low, but... But they're still going to receive break packs, and... In any case, you have Leave and Jinmu already, like, playing, like, the peel game. So, like, instead of, like, trying to peel this off, why not just, like, maybe go for a roll-through? Maybe try to roll through the backline. You might not kill anyone. You probably won't kill anyone, but at least you'll prevent Ga9a and Fielder from just hard focusing on this fight. Like, right now, everyone's just focusing on Fearless and, like, the divers, and this is making space for the backline. And I always like to say this, the backline is the true carry of almost every comp. Like, the backline is the true carry. If your backline is in a good position, then, and, like, your team isn't throwing, then if your backline's in a better position than the enemy, then, like, you have a big advantage. It's a big advantage. So, like, if you can zone off the backline, even for 1 or 2 seconds, it's significant. But right here, he's just gonna take so much damage. You actually take more damage peeling, because, like, that's where they're focusing their damage, on your backline. Their backline doesn't have like the field of fire for you to worry about. Sure, we have stuns, but the thing is, your ball, you have an escape option. Okay, so now he's doing kind of the same thing. He's peeling off the Sombra. Good. He's kind of frontlining here, so to speak. Where is his backline rotating? Hey, like, he's kind of scared of the Sombra, but it's like, I think he already forced out the Sombra. And, like, even if he gets hacked here, there's still a bit of cover to use, and you still have your backline able to help you. So, like, in order to punish you, then they would have to have, like, either Fearless jump and Hanbin, like, flies at you, or, like, they all, quote-unquote, try to, like, dive you. But in that case, like, that just means the free Discord on their Winston Diva, and they might not even get the kill. They want to go for your backline. Ball isn't something they're wanting to kill because it's not an easy kill. It's a tank. It's not an easy kill. Hey, are you sure? So, like, he sees the Winston Discordant, but this is not how you, like, take advantage of that. You take advantage of that by shooting the Winston, or like, trying to distract their backline a bit so that, like, any fire at their Winston is more significant. It means that fielder might not be able to heal as well. But right here he's slamming. This is really risky. Get slept. Oh, how did they let him get away? So he's still frontlining. He's worried about the Sombra. He doesn't need to. Okay. So now, Hunter's after using the Prowl Drive, there's nothing for Ga9a to trade anymore. Ga9a, like, uses the Minefield, but no Prowl Drive to really keep them stuck in it. And he has to reset. Interesting adapter, sure. Now he does have EMP, so he's gonna look to engage somehow. So first he's just going to try to force them closer together. Try to, like, right here, I think. Yeah, let's see where Trick's in. I think well, Spark, it's just gonna get healed up anyways, I guess. So never mind, but he's just going to force Fuel his backline closer together. Or, like, he's gonna put point pressure, force Fuel to... Like, Fuel can kind of support the point fight from here, but ideally Fuel would want to be here or here, which would make it easier for Hunters. So, he wants to corral players together. And Jinmu just goes for, like, a tank hack. Okay. Take a look at what he's doing here. Okay, so they're rotating here, they're rotating here. Get an EMP. This EMP was kind of early. Like, the backline isn't pushed up. The backline isn't pushed up yet. So kind of sloppy from Hunters there. But right here, this isn't the... Like, I know there's an EMP, but... yeah, Hunters just messed it up. Just messed up this combo. And Ga9a dies. Like, let's see. So he gets shot at from Sparkle. Like, Discord should be applied to Sparkle right now, and they, instead of, like, going for this, like, EMP immediately, Hunters should be trying to at least force out Sparkle. At least force Sparkle to a worse position so they can't trade as well. Again, I'm talking about the strength of the Zen versus the strength of the Winston top. The strength of the Zen ball. They're not really taking advantage of it consistently. Okay, so he goes for kind of a peel. He's marking Sparkle. Good. Are they gonna get full health? No. Okay, let's take a look. Take a look though. So, click to 13 seconds before. So it gets Hunbin. They're still like in the engage. Fielder is coming back. And now that being said, why is like Late Young here and not here? Why is Ga9a here but not here? Like, oh, Late Young does have Diva Bomb. But like if they're committed to this, then like Ga9a's trying to peel here. I'm not sure if he's gonna like really be that effective peeling compared to pressuring right now, considering that hunters have an advantage. Sure. I mean, hey, where's Monk? I mean, their backline's dead already. Their backline, there's really nothing to peel. If Tracer, Sombra want to be here, then let them be here. There's nothing to peel. Instead, go here. Try to, like, kill Ga9a. And he tries to do that, but he spent way too much time trying to peel instead of pressuring the backline. Like, Ball's not really good at peeling. Like, I mean, they're straight up peeling. I'm not saying, like, he's good at marking, much better than all the other main tanks, but he's not good at peeling. Like, he can counter dive, but counter dive is different from... Counter diving is different from straight up just stacking with your backline and peeling. Counter diving means that you're actually threatening something. You're not just trying to peel something off. You're threatening something. Doesn't have grapple. Like, he's putting some poke on Sparkle. Is it forcing Ga9a to use packs? Oh. Okay, so... Someone have EMP. Let's take a look. Okay, he's still afraid of the Sombra for some reason. Like, even if, like, he gets hacked here, then, well, it might be a bit concerning because he can be pushed into the space. Sure, sure. So I guess Leave should be on this instead. Like, Leave wants to go on the backline, I see, sure. But, okay, someone should be, like, kind of marking Sparkle right now. Well, even if it's Late Young, fine. They don't really have that much poke you have to worry about. And... Are they afraid of the Sombra? Is that why they're not more decisively marking Sparkle? Because, the thing is... Okay, where's the Sombra? Where's Doha? Oh, Doha's behind. Why didn't I see that? So they're kind of afraid of the Sombra here. Sure. Sure. But, like, I think, like, Ball Diva can deal with it. I think if Ga9a and Late Young goes on it, Ga9a can try to, like, mark Sparkle, while Late Young tries to deny him. Tries to, like, deny the hack, but... on the other hand, they might be just worried about Fearless just, like, going in and there's no peel for... There's no peel for, like, Monk anymore. So... As much as they want to mark Sparkle here, I guess, like... It's too risky, considering they're Sombra and, like, your backline's literally in a closed space. Honestly, like... Okay, and, like, this position might be important as well, because Ga9a wants to... If Fearless tries to, like, trade this, if Fearless tries to, like, go for Monk, then at least there's something to, like, counter dive, try to disrupt it, try to, like, zone off their backline. So, let's take a look at how this goes. Eventually, I think Fuel will EMP. Gets a hack on Ben. Yeah, let's see what Fearless is doing. Oh, big pulse. So he gets a hack on Fielder. He goes for frontline instead of backline. Reasonable. Fielder is dead, so there's less need to do that. Like, usually the order would be to have like, go on backline and have, like, just your backline, and your diva peeling this off. Trying to, kill Ponbin and Fearless, but since Fielder's dead, Ga9a's just gonna go for the front line. That's fine now. That's fine. Safer. Certainly. And he's just trying to confirm this fight. Fine. Okay. So, let's take a look at how he's set up for this fight, because Feel are gonna look to retake here. Okay, I don't like that he's standing here. I think he should stand, like, a bit outside their LOS. Oh, that boop could eventually be big. He's taking quite a bit of damage. It's not too significant, but I'm not sure why he's trying to peel this off. Instead of, I mean, like, it's a nano monkey, so cutting off the backline isn't as significant anymore. But so he's trying to, but like the thing is, his backline also has trans. So instead of like trying to do this, I think you just take the backline trade. I think you just say, hey, Hanbin's running ball instead of diva. Guess what? You have no peel anymore. So, like, I think Ga9a should not have peeled that. He should have looked to trade. Instead of, like, going for this, he should have went for Ga9a over here, on the point. And who has Leave and Jinmu. And sure, Fielder can help Ga9a a bit. So, like, he might not die. And, like, they can't really, like, exit the point. But, like, I still think it's better. I still think it's better just go for Ga9a. At least put pressure on Ga9a. Force them to peel. Like, Fielder can't shoot forever. Fielder's gonna run out of ammo. Like, like, Ga9a dies anyways, and then, like, after the backline pushes up, you can then, like, progress to Fielder and win this fight more quickly. Okay. So, ball on attack second. So, like, it's a blessing and a curse. So, the blessing is that ball is really useful for clearing the spaces that, like, can allow you to like, push on the point or push onto a good position without being, like, pincered from like, the flanks. But, on the other hand, the problem is the counter dive strategy isn't that, like, good anymore, because if they get one kill, if they get one pick, you're back to reset. You have to reset, and you can't, even if you get, like, a couple picks, if they reset correctly, then they just get to retake. It's 2 CP. So, like, it's both a blessing and a curse. Okay? So, a lot of downtime here. We're just gonna go for the engage. Not sure. Like, he kills Ga9a. But, like, the thing is, that's not the problem. Ga9a is not really the problem here. The problem is you still have Sparkle on the flank. Sparkle on the flank's gonna do a lot of damage. Like, right here, he's behind. I'd be surprised if he'll lose us. Okay, like, you see like how much impact he can have. Like if he's on that flank and there's no pressure coming from Fields' front line. Like, if because like they pop rally, so they do pop rally to get to kind of peel it off, so to speak. But still, I think the more consistent option would be to position your backline somewhere like maybe in a more secure position, and then try to work your way onto Sparkle. Like have Leave and Ga9a like go on Sparkle, force them out, clear this left flank, and then like that allows your backline to push up somewhere where they can impact the point without like the fear of the left flank. So like what Ga9a killed Ga9a here. We can't discount that getting a kill is pretty significant. But the only problem is who you getting a kill is not that valuable in 2CP. Allowing your backline to push up to a good position is valuable in 2CP. Really valuable. That's like the problem with Ga9a. Attacker's backline positioning is like pretty hard. Okay, now take a look. So they pop the rally to sustain. They lose Jinmu, but Jinmu's on his way back though. But as you can see, let's take a look. So they see Hanbin like kind of feeding. So Ga9a decides to peel it off. Sure, I'm okay. Not sure if he had to use Power Drive here. It's pretty important to save Power Drive. I think Hanbin would have died, regardless. Okay. Trying to like he mined point. Okay, so and then like he tries to go for Fearless fight. Like sometimes it's good, but I think Ga9a's going for like peel dives way too much. Or more specifically peel pile drives. Where he's like slamming the tanks. And it's good if they have no backline, but if they do have a backline, I think it's more valuable for you to actually zone out the backline. Try to distract them. Try to like pile drive on the backline. So you can like prevent them from helping their Winston. Okay, so right here I'm expecting him to do the same thing. He's gonna clear the left flank. Like there's not much to do on the right. You can't really engage in that small tunnel. So he's clearing. You distracting, making space for his team to discord. No power drives yet. Now there's a power drive. So like the thing that he's been consistent in doing is that like he's using power drive as like a final step. Because like the thing with ball is that like you don't immediately go for like the maximum level of aggression. You ramp up your aggression depending on the situation, depending on your backline's ready. And the great thing with ball is that like Winston has to wait for an opportunity. Ball doesn't. Ball can just get value by poke. I mark your tracer. Poke. I have Discord applied on you. Get out of my space. So Ball's really good at clearing space and distracting players. He's not as good as Winston as in the engage. Winston's engage is extremely explosive, extremely powerful for like a couple seconds. Ball's power drive is lackluster in comparison compared to like jump plus this barrier. But the thing is, power drive is actually not his main tool. Believe it or not. Ball's main tool is not power drive. It's his primary fire and his mobility. And like to get value of ball, you need to use your primary fire, your mobility to like get anywhere into the fight, position in really annoying positions. You have to use those like abilities. You don't use your power drive unless you see an opportunity to do so. Unless like you're against like an extremely pokey comp that requires like a hard solution. And in that case, you might consider going Winston instead. Or like you can still play ball. Ball's still a good pick, even if you're against like a really pokey comp. Because like you can really help mark those DPS with your ball's abilities. But like the thing is, power drive is not the main tool. Primary fire and mobility is the main tool of ball. And I don't like it when players keep describing Ball as like this simple hero that just slams on a back line with Tracer and goes for Ana. Because how many times have you really seen Ga9a go for Ana this game? Not a lot. They're going for counter dive, sure. And like I would prefer that he sometimes went for the back line when counter diving instead of like just going for the front line. But in between, he's maximizing his value. He's maximizing his value. He's clearing space. He's poking them from the side, and he's being an annoyance. Ironically, the good balls are the generally like the least aggressive ones. Like amateur balls are way too aggressive. That's why they feed all the time. Because the thing is, power drive is not your main tool. Well, it's kind of like you don't use a sledgehammer on a daily basis. Like sometimes a hammer is fine, a regular hammer, a regular like hardware store hammer. You don't need like a fucking sledgehammer if the situation doesn't warrant it. If you need to fix your like, if you need to, like, attach a picture to your wall, do you use a fucking sledgehammer and destroy your entire wall? No! You use a regular hammer. Unless, like, your picture frame's like a fucking TV screen. And even then, why are you using a sledgehammer? So, let's take a look. So right here, he sees Fearless discorded and he goes for the engage. Yeah, like, Hanbin's hacked. That's another thing. Hanbin's hacked, can't peel. And, like, he could go for the back line, but there's nothing to really follow up. And, like, he could go for the back line to allow Late Young to fly at Fearless. I think that might be better, but but the thing is, hey, I'll see. I don't think this would kill Fearless, though. It doesn't. Like, in all likelihood, he should like go for backline distraction, and then like let Late Young and Monk like deal with Fearless. So how the order in which they're doing things is not ideal. Or they just punish Hanbin while Ga9a like does like backline things. But okay, now he has to go for the counter dive. Bat. He's poking. He's continuing to be in the fight. Like, he's not just, like, rolling away after a power drive. Like, remember what I said? Power drive's not the main tool. It's just, like, a really good burst damage tool. It's like Echo Stickies, for example. It's like Echo Stickies, or what else? What else do I compare it to? It's more of like... I'd say maybe like Torp's Overdrive, even. Well, that's more adaptive shields, but it's like a burst damage tool. That's in summary. It's like a burst damage tool, and if there's no reason to do burst damage, like let's say there's no additional burst damage to follow up, you have no one following up on it, then like why like risk like 300, 400 HP just to do pointless burst damage? Why not just use your primary fire instead? And, like, why not prioritize, like, living in the backline? Like, it's not only surviving that's important as Ball. It's surviving in the backline. Or, like, on the flank, doing something useful. You're not useful here. You are, like, really useful, like, somewhere back here. So, like... really good Balls, they know how to maximize their uptime in the backline. And right here, Ga9a's like engages are sometimes like questionable here, but you can see that he's really clearly trying to be annoying as possible. Like, he's poking out Sparkle, he's clearing the space, allowing his backline to push up, and then like sees an opportunity to hack and then he goes for it. And he's still in a good position to like counter dive from here. So yeah, that was well done. Well done by Ga9a. Okay, let's take a look. And so right here, we have Rally, we have EMP, so in all likelihood, Ga9a's just gonna be really aggressive this fight. Pops the Rally. Big Foul Drive. like here, like Power Drive isn't even that consistent. So poking, this annoying fielder. Like, even if he's not getting like a quick kill, like if he was like, oh, ball me, but we're busy, fielder, we're busy. Oh, I guess I'll die instead without Ga9a. Hey, where's your Ga9a now? And like, he's like staying in the fight. He's staying back in the back line. He's not just peeling, he's staying in the back line. And he's annoying the fuck out of them. Like, okay, it's like this. I'm okay with that power. He takes health pack. Okay, let's take a look at the final round. So you're now gonna go Hammond.
2, 1.
Okay, they're running double bubble. Please stop running double bubble. Double bubble is like, and like I heard someone say that Zarya bubbles are better at peeling than D.Va. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Weapons linked.
So you're saying defense matrix is worse than like a single bubble that comes out on cooldown every 8 seconds, and you're using it to peel so that your Winston doesn't receive any help. Wow. I'm sorry. It's okay. I mean, it's okay. It's okay to be wrong. Okay, so right here, he's marking Sparkle. Good. And now, like, he goes for the dive, like, Fearless, but Gaga's now more reserved with his, like, abilities. He's not even counter-diving. He's not even counter-diving. He recognizes this is just, like, a farm dive. So, like, Fearless is gonna go in, but there's no threat to the backline. It can't hurt. Like, Doha's in a okay position to go on Monk, but in all likelihood, why is Light Young here, though? Okay. Please don't tell me Monk dies. Okay, so he's just poking. He goes to high ground. He drops. Oh, he does like Mark Sparkle though. Versus how much HP does Sparkle have? Okay, let me see. Yeah, it takes the health pack. He still has adaptive. He could like keep marking Sparkle here, sure. The problem is, like right here, he needs to counter dive. Yeah, like counter diving, like Fearless's engage is much more of a priority. Good timing. And by doing so, it prevents like the Fearless's backline from pushing up and helping Fearless. And he's doing it again. Oh, this double, well, slept and stunned, whatever. But right here, like, he's going for, like, this type of counter dive. I mean, he booped Fearless. So he's disrupting the dive. I think. Oh, that boop, though. That boop. Like, it was, I think it was just before. Oh. And so, like, big. That was huge. Huge. Like, if Fearless got here, then, like, this is so much damage. Like, especially combined with Sparkle. Okay, let's take a look. Like, he expected, like, Fearless to arrive there. But, guess what? Ga9a booped him. Now. Oh, he almost dies. But, oh well. Still pretty well played. Not long, and like, kind of went in that small room. He had to, and he almost died, but there wasn't enough damage from fuel. So let's take a look at the next fight. Like, okay, how about, okay, where's the Zarya bubbles are better for peeling theory now? Like, why run D.Va? You can just run Zarya. If you're on against Dove, you can just put a bubble on her, and she doesn't die. Well, guess who else dies? You're Winston! Yay! And guess who else gets to farm your backline for free? Sombra! Let's go! Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the rant. Okay, let's take a look. So now they have both support ults, but if you have both support ults and nothing offensive to combine with it again, you're probably just gonna play like you're just probably gonna like play it in the same way. You're gonna like poke them out, force them to engage, counter dive, yada yada yada. So now they're on a rotation. Ga9a can't really disrupt this rotation that well. And Ga9a is immediately forced to counter dive. So this isn't a really good dive from Fuel. Like, where's the pincer? But he's staying in. He's staying in. He's rolling through. He's staying in. Doing a lot of pressure. So yeah, Fuel just pressed Q. I'm not gonna look at what happened there in depth, but I think Ga9a played it pretty much correctly. Okay. Oh, that combo. That combo was fat. Well, like, there's almost no reason to run double bubble. There's almost no reason nowadays. Like, the only reason to run double bubble is if they have like Brig Cree or some shit like that. If they have like a lot of CC. So like, let's say they're running Brig Cree Mei for some reason, then you might consider, hey, I want the CC resistance that the Zarya bubble gives me, but otherwise, hey, please run D.Va. Just run D.Va. It's better. It's just better. It's like, I can't even say like it's personal preference. If you don't know how to play D.Va, you learn D.Va. You don't stick it out on Zarya. Like in the short term, it might work, but in the long term, when you go against better dive teams, you're just going to get your backline like killed over and over and over and over and over again. So right here, Ga9a's looking for trying to just put some pressure on this angle. They are rotating to clear it. No, they don't have EMP. Go for the engage. Poke, 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 poke. Poke, 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 poke. So I'm not convinced that he has like good backline LOS yet in order to go for that. I think you should just let them come in a bit. And then get Monk being able to discord Fielder or Ga9a or Hanbin, and then you can go for either of those targets. But right here, he's just going to get focused. Now, that being said, he might be kind of removing the attention away, but like, there's nothing to really follow up on it. Except Jinwoo, and Jinwoo isn't that good at following up on Sombra. It's not because of Jinwoo himself. So, go for the minefield. Combo. Gonna try to roll them into the minefield. Last second touch. Doing a good job of avoiding the damage. Trans. The Pal Drive. Gets Ga9a. Goes for the boop. Tides. Good. Good use of cover. And Kangdu are going to win this pretty close, but yeah. So anyways, I hope that was helpful. And I hope this will help your ball play a bit. Ga9a is one of the best balls in the league. And yeah, peace out.